19th century styles of international negotiations among large national bureaucracies. We need other systems that are fast and flexible, that enable those who make the laws in each country to share best practice more easily, that enable them to cooperate more closely across borders, and that are more democratically accountable. And that's the idea behind the e-Parliament, that by using a combination of face-to-face meetings like this one, plus video conferencing, the internet, the new electronic means of communication, to connect up the world's democratic parliaments, we can help you as legislators and everyone else among those 25,000 who cares to participate to be more effective in solving the problems that simply cannot be solved by any single country acting on its own, and climate change is a perfect example.
We have several presentations on the various issues relating to the carbon emission, relating to the policy tools and initiatives possible for joint and individual countries' intervention and following up.
Since many years I've been thinking about how can we use renewable energy resources on Earth to get all the energy that we need for our world population and for our civilization. And I found some sources, which not only I found them, but I'm sure that we do have all the resources that we need to get all energy that we ever could think of if we just do it right. And as it was already mentioned before this morning, the largest source of energy that we are having on Earth is the solar radiation. And the best place to receive, to use solar radiation is in deserts.
If I want to be asked about priority, my one word is on the incentive. It could be anything. I mean, it could be access to for people on the ground to have access for resources and tenures and rights, so they can have a clear mandate and also clear rights to really manage forest. And incentive for local governments to really taking care of the forest wisely, or even incentive for the central government, whereby until this point of time they're having a gap in terms of budget really to take care of the many other organizations, but not necessarily the policymakers like politicians and legislators. So it is a clear key intervention that we can hand in hand work together to really ask your colleagues, for instance, to really address this issue very well. Thank you.
We are here because of the problems that we're having now regarding climate change, but of course there are related issues that we have to answer also, and it will affect the lives not only of one country but of the whole world. This is a problem of the planet Earth where we all live, and so as early as this, perhaps it's even late already, we will try to find means and ways now from all over the world to see how we can mitigate the disaster that the climate change is causing us, the denudation of our forest, which is also affecting our water supply, and the participation of our lawmakers. That's why parliamentarians are here, and we would like our counterparts and even our colleagues back home to really know the importance of participating in the present problem that we're having regarding our environmental issues now.
This is the main concern. What I experienced as a young boy from my village, from a very remote area, when we used to wake up early in the morning during winter, we used to find our hut houses filled with ice, covered with ice, I should say, all white, just like England or any snow country. But now we hardly find any ice covering the huts. The change has been tremendous.
what I like for this kind of meeting, I attended the one in Bali before, and this time I actually have to make myself some rearrangement of programs, and I will be late also for the MPC meeting in order to come to attend this meeting. It's simply because I found it actually quite a good atmosphere. A group in such a way that it is not monologue. If it is monologue, then I could read the books myself. I could find out the information from the internet. But then now I have a chance of actually talking to the experts or asking questions or exchanging ideas. And I think that is the beauty of this meeting.
I think the value of eParliament is, is that you're connecting a sense of parliaments to a global one planet concept, that we all tend to be elected from our regions, and that's where we get our votes, so to speak, so we've been orientated that naturally in the sense of a democratic system. And then we go to a federal system, which of course we look at in the big picture, but that big picture happens to be one continent and its relation to other countries, but that relationship with other countries is sort of a bit arm's length. When this problem we now have with imminent planetary destruction, if we don't do something constructive, requires now that network to tighten up for a global type of parliament that means a lot to cooperate to solve the problem.
When we look at the options of parliamentary action, we have to be concise. It's been great to have this communication over these 2 days, but we need to know what are our opportunities. Our opportunities is that we have the Bali roadmap is leading to a 2012 outcome. So that's our opportunity. We have 4 years in which to establish something that is significant and meaningful.